What is up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're checking out Dimlim and their new single, Rijin. I'm going to use the version put up by Sub That Song. She's a small YouTube channel doing her very best to translate and subtitle different records, mainly VK. Certainly appreciate the effort. It is incredibly difficult to nail those translations and the intent of each lyric. So really appreciate the effort that channels like hers have put in. Their new record is coming out on August 9th. It's the first part of a concept record. So I'm looking forward to hearing that. Looking forward to hearing this track and how the band has evolved. And also, as I shoot this, yesterday, the 18th of June of 2019, there was a 6.8 earthquake in Japan where 18 people were injured. I know some of the channel subscribers, some of the channel family were affected by it. So I just want to say I hope all of you are okay. I hope all of you are doing well. And I truly wish the best for you and your families or any of those, that happen to be affected by that. So I certainly hope you are doing well. Let's go ahead and get into this, shall we? The band is Dimlim. The track is Rijin. And here we go. Look at those spanky, almost quacky, strat-like tones. Certainly something I expect from VK at this point. Love how low and rich that bass tone is. Mix is really clear here. Could be a Gretsch tone. I like the guitar tone. That's a really cool transition and shift there. Shifting to this big metalcore vibe here. That tap phrasing, really tight, gated tones and textures. You love that rich chest voice that you use in points. Certainly a mainstay of VK singers. Different guitar layering and textures are really slick. That riff and the vocal there, it's like understated emotion, really powerful. Wow, that big vibrato use of those higher vocals that are used for layering and coloring is really cool. There's those tight metalcore / deathcore chugs, but they're using sparingly, and I like that. I like the effect on the vocal here and how that vocal is so forward, it really grabs you emotionally. Oh, gorgeous uses of falsetto there. Semi-jazzy tones and textures and these little licks are really cool. Very tasty, very tasteful. The bass run was really slick as well. Wow, they're throwing so much at the listener here. The vibrato he's capable of in both his chest and his head voice is really incredible. Wow. That was Dimlim. That was Rijin. That was awesome. There's far more to that track than I can pick up in a single listen. There is so much going on. There's so many sonic shifts throughout that 4 minute plus track. 4 minutes and 13 seconds. It's reading up there in the corner. That's insane. To be able to craft a track that is so musically diverse, that has so much emotional impact and shifts so seamlessly from one thing to another is really difficult. I know the critics, well, other critics, can and will harp on the Duran Gray comparisons. And, well, some of them are there, no question. But at the same time, that rich chest voice and some of that floaty vibrato that he uses is heard in far more than just Duran Gray. And these guys are so much more than the Duran Gray influence. And at this point, with the band being such a driving force in modern VK, as well as bands like the Gazette, you're going to struggle to hear a lot of bands that don't have some of that influence. It's like listening to a band that uses two guitar players that does, including these guys, that doesn't have some Maiden influence on the harmonies. It's going to be there. It's gonna happen when you have such an incredibly influential band. You're going to hear some of that here and there, and the jazzy influences, the different texture changes, those really cool tap phrases, the mix of both electronic and standard drum percussion is awesome. Those electronic shifts with some of the breaks and those, God, what do I want to call it? Those points where the track shifts are really cool textures. This whole track is so much about moods and creating those uncomfortable situations and moments. And I like that. I like the fact that, unlike a lot of music today where it's written for the hook, this isn't. This track is written to make you feel uncomfortable. And it's written to build tension, and that tension just suffocates the listener. It suffocates me, for sure. And you just feel it continue to tighten. You get a momentary little bit of relief, but it doesn't go away. And they jump around and continue to increase that tension with all the different shifts and the different little dissonant things and those really subdued, like, tapping phrases. There's that really cool part where you get a little of that break, but then that vocal is just smashed forward in the mix, and I can really hear it pushing the speakers in my headphones and feel those lower frequencies engaging. And it's awesome. The mix is brilliant. The track is incredibly well crafted. And honestly, it's a track that's going to take time to grow on most people. I enjoy the hell out of this right now, and I can tell you I'm going to enjoy it even more when I listen to it 15 more times. and 20 more times and pick up so much more. It is not designed to be an instantly accessible track. There's just so much depth to it. Musicianship is outstanding. I feel like their vocalist has grown and is really finding more of himself. I feel like they're branching out from their influences. Their influences are there, the different metalcore, the deathcore. I like how the chugs do come in, but they're not basing all of their work off of shifting into these breakdowns and these chugs. Just outstanding. It's a really amazing track. I look forward to the record and the concept. And I cannot wait to hear it. This one goes out to my buddy Robert, longtime Patreon, who has been waiting for me very patiently to do this track. So this is to you guys, and this is to all of you out there who were affected by the earthquake yesterday. Thank you guys so much. I love you. I appreciate you. Let me know your comments about this one. What do you think? I want to hear what you have to say. Do you like all that darkness and ugliness and that tension that Dimlim is so brilliantly able to impart onto the listener? I certainly do. Thank you guys. Thank you to my law enforcement, military, veterans, and first responders, what you do every single day. As always, you've been awesome. I have been Bald Man. See you in the next one. Be excellent to each other. Keep it banging.